toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Crosses the 45. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the air. It's Applewhite. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback
makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Pittsburgh's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for space. It's gone. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to him on the ground. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Ready to try the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do...
It's a foul on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Off-play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision in open field running a bit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air, it's Applewhite. It's on target and complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Oh, they're after him. It's caught downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just drives it between the uprights. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the change and wind the clock. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds us back in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. And And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It is perfect. And now they regain the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out in front of his big man.
Turning it on! He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Davis looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep...
That's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Pitt. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trying the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Noles in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The run to the left.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. They go to the wide receiver screen. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He leaves it with his back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Davis will throw. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll go to the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Holds and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll make the grab. He's got a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Applewhite. Finds a little space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Connection to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Noles have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Davis looking to pass. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Russell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Trying to make match. There he goes. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be fine.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done.